Ladies and gentlemen, he is called the senior advocate of comedy, my friend and my brother, Saco. Ladies and gentlemen, thank you.
Maybe I go take care of you, passing on it.
No. I'm engaged. Good evening, everyone. My name is Saco, SSCO, and the amazing thing is he gave me the name Senior Advocate of Comedy when I met him in University of Ilorin in 2004. So please put your hands together for my boss. I came in all the way from the state yesterday. I'm in Lagos State. I came in yesterday. I got to London yesterday, stayed over, and I got into London, Aberdeen this morning. And I'm so excited. Privileged to be here. This is not my first time coming to the UK. I've had the privilege of I started traveling when I was 7. I remember I had the privilege of going when I was 7. I mean, in my dreams, I used to go. I don't know what happens to you. Once you sleep, you see yourself in different countries. You wake up very tired. People say, why are you tired? I say, I travel. It's already me going. Only you don't be going up and down. But I had the privilege of coming to London for the first time in 2012. I love it's a privilege to travel, trust me. And another thing, I'll talk about my experience in London. I'm privileged to have been married. I'm married by the grace of God. I've been married for so long, for about 5 years now. 5 years is a long time, and I'm telling you, 5 years is a long time, especially when you don't marry the woman you're supposed to marry. Yeah, but yeah, when you begin to calculate it in months, and say, but sincerely, I married a beautiful woman, and by the grace of God, I have 2 matured kids. My first daughter is 4 years old, and my son is 1 year, 7 months. It's going to be 1 year, 8 months on the 28th. Why do I call them mature? Because the food they eat is quite matured. They don't eat the normal food we had while we were growing up. We didn't have such privilege of eating such food. I'm the first one of 9 children from a polygamous family. Tentatively, we were 9. I don't know the latest number. But the last time, before I left Nigeria yesterday, we were 9. So I don't know what I'm going to see in the next 5 days because my father releases growing up. I don't know. Growing up in a polygamous family, I was so scared. I am still scared of polygamy. Growing up in a polygamous family, in a room, I was so scared of polygamy that even to go to Ibadan poly, anything poly, I was anything poly. You can't mention poly around me because of what I'm going through in the family. I couldn't go to Ibadan poly. When they told me to take poly, I said no more. I'll write on that jam. Anything poly. It was so bad I couldn't even play Monopoly to let you know how bad it was. Because we grew up in a room. The room was so small. We all had our position. You can't sleep on your friend. You can't. They will say you shift. I mean here. You have to stay. You can't move. You're this one that you can. You see children. Ted Bob earlier on while he was rehearsing, and then I was trying to, and then he told his father, "Daddy, I need privacy." So I had to come outside. I just smiled. You tell your father 2 years ago, 20 years ago, and say, "Daddy, I need privacy." You will just wake up in a private ward in the hospital. You'll be surprised seeing people looking down on you. Say, "Daddy, what are you doing here?" Say, "Yeah, you have been here for 2 days. You needed privacy, so we brought you to a private, because your eyes will be covered in blood. You will not see drip. Just privacy." The other day, it's amazing. Children, because of their self-esteem, the way you talk to your children now, it's quite amazing. You can't beat your children anyhow. You have to communicate with them. "Hi, Ted, how are you?" You need to sit down there. Sometimes you want to watch news and they're watching Disney Junior. You say, "And Ted, after this Disney Junior, I have to watch channels. I have to talk to my daughter, Ariolua." I said, "Daddy, okay, after PJ Maxx." She's privileged. Sometimes I have to sing for my children to eat. Sometimes my daughter will say, "Daddy, it's not pink plate. I can't eat." Pink plate. They put the plate in. We didn't even have our own plate. They put it in the middle, and you compete for it. You can't drink water. You'll be eating about we ought. Because once you drink water, the food is gone. Children, sincerely, children are enjoying. Children now wear diapers. Back in those days, we used to wear. We now look like Tarzan. That's why most of us cannot do our throwback picture, because even you are scared of your throwback. When your mother say that was you, say, "God forbid, it's not me." Because that time was bead around your neck, bead around your leg and your hand, and they will not put hero. You now put powder. Yeah, man, you have gone through a lot. You have gone through a lot. You deserve an accolade. Please put your hands together for. She deserves. Children are privileged now. The diaper, I'm from Ondo State, or what to be precise, but I married a woman from a place called Agbaroto in Delta State. I married an Orobo lady. And sincerely, mine from that family is an amazing testimony to me. It's opened door to me. Since I got married, as soon as I started dating, I knew, I came to the UK in 2012. I just began to see, doors opening for me. Amazing. And I noticed that, I'll tell you about, but marrying from the family that I married from, they are the ones that greet Migwo, and they say, Vrendo. Migwo means I'm on my knees. Vrendo means you can stand up. I met my father-in-law for the first time on the 1st of May, 2012. I drove all the way to Warri to meet my father-in-law. And he told me you need to go with an elderly person and 2 of your siblings. So I went with one of my pastors and 2 of my siblings. As soon as I drove into the compound, I parked. My father-in-law saw me. I said, Migo, say, Vrendo, Wokorobo, meaning a Yoruba. I said, no, sir. He smiled. I sat down. He kept on smiling. I didn't know why he was smiling. I didn't know he was seeing my future. I sat down. My mother-in-law came in from the kitchen. As soon as she saw me, and she smiled. I said, Migo, I said, Vrendo, Wokorobo. I said, no, my smile. And she left me. I went to see the car I came with. As at that time, I was driving on the city, 2007. If you've driven on the city before, you know that if you exceed 120, begin to make noise. Tun, meaning the angel that is following is about to leave you. You are running too fast. And brother, I can't kill myself. They'll just wait for you at Ore. When you are coming back, I will join you. What is the speed about? Why are you running up and down? You think I just came to the end to be following only you? I beg, let me follow somebody else to Abia. What's wrong with you? So the angel, as soon as she saw the car, she came in and made a statement in pidgin English that I did not understand. I will understand. I will explain the pidgin English to you, sir. He said, I know, say, now you go wipe away our tears. And I was asking, who is crying in the first place? I didn't know that eventually I would cry. It was 1 year after I knew I was about to wipe away their tears. When I was about to marry my wife, when they sent me the bill for bride price, I knew that somebody was really crying. But we negotiated. I was able to pay a discount in bride price, in marrying my wife. And me, I'm an accountant. I studied accounting and data processes, so I processed all the data, processed everything I spent. And God was faithful. 4 months into marriage, I don't know how my wife did it. She got pregnant. I don't know how she did it. I'm just a vessel. God just uses me and I do it. And as she got pregnant, I was saying, Lord, I want a girl. My wife did not know why I wanted a girl. Just 1 month to our wedding anniversary, my wife had a baby girl, 18th of February, 2014. As soon as I carried the girl, and I remember what I went through 1 year ago, I told my daughter, Amigo, because I know there will be a Vrendo in 20 years' time. I will Vrendo the guy, except I'm not called. I'm not part of the people that is waiting that let kingdom come. No, let kingdom just endure for 20 years. Once you with Vrendo, it can go. It can come. And it's wonderful. It's amazing. Children are, we grew up in a public school. I literally grew up in a public school. I went to Ikosi Primary School, Ikosi High School. And for me, I see the advantage children have. They go for summer now. In August, I'm trying to book a flight for my daughter for August to the U.S., and I saw the amount, almost 500,000. And it's a surprise for a child that is not up to 5. For a child. The first time I went for summer with my father that I stopped going was, we went for 2 days, we were on the road, Kaduna. As a child. I said, Daddy, where are we? Say we are going somewhere. I said, I know. We cannot be in a bus for 2 days and not go somewhere. I know we are going somewhere. And it was summertime. The sun in Kaduna, I saw a madman for the first time using umbrella in Kaduna. The sun was too much. I knew that guy was gone. My children will not enjoy. And I noticed that before I got married, I know that most Nigerians, once their wife gets pregnant, they go to the U.S. And I made up my mind. Once my wife gets pregnant, I'll go to the U.S. But one of the things I didn't find out what route it take to give birth until my wife was pregnant. We sent a mail to the U.S., Texas, Richmond. One of the best doctors in Nigeria, Dr. Fagbone, and he sent us a mail. He said, to give birth in the U.S. is about $5,000. When we saw the bill, I told my wife, baby, we were born in Nigeria, we're doing well. I'm born in Nigeria, we're doing well, we're living in our house, we're not under pressure. To the glory of God, we didn't go to the U.S. We went to the Island Maternity, and we spent a lot in Island Maternity. We spent 6,000 naira And my daughter is doing very well. She's a good Christian. We can't kill ourselves. But the reality is we are spending a lot for our children. If anybody tells you you're not doing well, you are doing very well. You're spending, it takes a lot to spend. The amount you're spending for your children is a lot. You pay the school fees, and then you get into school, and the receptionist keeps smiling. Hello, Daddy Ray. Would you like to raise, your daughter's beautiful. Would you like to raise her for ballet? I thought it was a good one. That is service charge. There's no way you will not pay service charge after school. So I paid, and my daughter began to jump up on the ballerina. Daddy, look at me. I said, you paid. You need to dance. They said, Daddy, look at me. I said, yes, I'm saying I paid for it. Until last month, when they were about to resume. And he said, Daddy, Ireluwa is perfecting a ballet. Would you like to raise that for taekwondo? I knew they were about to get service charge. So I said, taekwondo is not a bad one. Because I feel that most of the men that beat their wife outside in Nigeria, they say the wife gets them angry and they slap. It's because if your wife is a taekwondo, you can't slap her. As a Obama, you want to start saying, ma. You say, oh, first, you say, ma, for me, because you can't slap your wife because you're a fool. The next thing you see yourself in maternity, you'll be releasing ovary as a man. You don't say it's an emergency. So I thought it was a good one to register my daughter for taekwondo until they told me the price for taekwondo. When I heard the price, I told them, we don't fight in our family. Our family is a peaceful family. The Bible said in Exodus chapter 14, verse 14, the Lord shall fight for me, and you shall hold your peace. What are we fighting for? I say even taekwondo is a demonic name. We don't want it. I had to run. Please put your hands together for yourself. It's a lot. A round of now. It's a lot. I love London. I love the transport system in London. My first time in London, it was amazing. I missed my turn. I stay one of the big boys here in London. I stay in Woolwich Arsenal. Woolwich, we're starting. I'm still moving to Surrey, and then, move to Canary Wharf. You know what I'm saying? Innit? You miss away in London, you can ask, please, I'm going to Woolwich Arsenal. I'm going to Stratford. The way they talk to you in London, you'll be happy. You're going to Stratford, innit? You say, yes. You need to connect to Jubilee Line or the DLR. I say, God, see bus stop. DLR, you want to lose. DLR, you have your oyster. I say, yeah. I say, see name, you have your oyster. You will go far. You miss your way in Lagos, your enemy is gone. Because everybody panics in Lagos. Tell them you're going to Civic Center from Obalene. Civic Center. I've had that name before. They will now be taking you back to history in 1977. I studied civic education. But my brother, I won't lie to you, I don't know the place. I'm a stranger here. I'm just waiting for somebody to pick me. That's a place you don't want to miss your play. They call it Ibadan. If you miss your way in Oyo,